Yo.
Yo.
Hello and welcome to this on-the-go edition of Friends Talking Movies. This will be largely unedited because, well, as you can see, we're outside and I have lots of things to do. But I still want to talk about movies.
Yeah.
So this is the Burro.
Burro, and that's Captain Gimpy?
I think so.
Yeah.
So
the movie we saw today is called Mile 22 with Mark Wahlberg.
Lauren Cohan, who you might remember as Maggie from The Walking Dead.
And John Malkovich.
And Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Donnie
and also
Wahlberg's brother.
Ronda Rousey is also
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were excited by hearing that cast, I must ask you to curb your enthusiasm.
Yeah, so the plot of this film is basically Mark Wahlberg plays the leader of a top secret organization within the CIA, and they're trying to transport this quote-unquote asset who has dangerous information.
And sick martial arts skills.
Yeah. Trying to smuggle him out of the country.
By the way, I wanted to mention real quick, the dude who plays the badass Asian asset, his name is Iko. I can't pronounce his last name. He's from Indonesia.
Yeah.
And he's in that movie that happened in 2013 called Man of Tai Chi, which is actually a pretty good action film. And it was on Netflix, so go check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's pretty good in that.
So, what did you think of the film, Captain?
I rarely say this up front, but it was pretty bad. So, everybody knows the show 24, right?
Yep.
Even you know it.
Yeah,
You barely
I know
watched
about
anything.
that show.
Imagine the worst possible written episode of 24. Not even one that aired. Just conceive one in your head. Because most of the ones that aired were pretty damn good, even like the kind of loose ones.
Yeah.
But imagine that, like a poorly written episode of 24 is stretched for an hour and a half. And there you will basically have what happens in Mile 22. I don't know where to start. What do you need to start?
I will start with the things I took issue with.
Go for that. Yeah.
I was excited for the action scenes. However, some of the action scenes in this film are poorly edited.
Yeah.
And cut.
Yeah, same thing. They're cinnamons.
Cinnamons.
But
yeah, like there is one scene where the Asian asset punches a dude, and then they cut it, and you can tell that he didn't really punch him.
And you just see the dude flying back and his fist never making contact.
Yeah.
First rule of shooting action choreography is that you never show that kind of stuff. There was also a scene where Mark Wahlberg was confronting a dude of a similar background working for a competing intelligence agency, and they were fighting in a corridor with guns. And so part of the scene, it splices security camera footage in with live footage of the characters gun dueling, right? And there were shots in the security camera where they were clearly shooting at no one or nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just a weird choice. And there were some close-ups that were awkward and didn't really need to be there. That provided no contextual information for what little story there was. And make no mistake, there was no story here. Whatsoever. Literally, the story involves them needing to transport Mr. Asian's secret agent man 22 miles from one location to an airstrip. And that's it. And then everything about the plot was the most predictable I've ever seen. And, you know, people have bagged on a lot of movies that I like because they're predictable. But if there's some kind of, like, emotional influence in the film, or there's, like, cool aspects of it, I can overlook some predictability, but this movie was just beginning to end. I knew exactly what was going to happen. At some point, I even guessed how they were going to shoot it. And I ended up, unfortunately, correct.
I just thought this film was poorly conceived.
I want to say something real quick about the editing. So typically in editing, there's two major styles. There's like editing for continuity, so you make all the action seem seamless. That's not typically the way action films are shot because fast cuts are usually used to build tension and excitement.
Right.
But this movie does that from beginning to end without there being any tension in the story, so you end up feeling kind of fatigued.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, because while watching it, I was like, oh, there's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of gunshots and headshots, but I didn't really feel anything.
And what little drama there was, like, basically the entire crew was the same person in a different body.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg is supposed to play this gifted, maybe autistic character who is really not autistic at all. The only time...
Or ADHD.
Not even that. Not even that. Talking from, my brain. Not even that, because...
Well, it did say he had a racing mind.
They also said he was gifted. So the only time you ever get to see that his mind works faster than anybody else's is when he goes on these fucking diatribes.
Yeah.
Of fact spewing at someone, and that's rare in the film. And that's usually a stock method of showing that someone's smarter than everybody else. But his key character trait, along with everybody else, is they're angry.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of nuance. There wasn't a lot for me to care about here.
Yeah, you don't really see his another side to his character other than he's angry and he likes hitting himself with this rubber band he wears, which is a constant sound every time that character is in a scene where he's not shooting people. Yes, that's real.
If you were annoyed by me doing that, that's what the movie was like.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
No.
It's sad because this cast is wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, it's a freaking great cast.
Yeah.
And there were elements here that could have made a good story, but it didn't really coalesce.
Yeah.
And this is one of the rare occasions where I cannot, in good conscience, recommend this movie to anyone, even if you like action movies.
Yeah.
If you want to see a good action movie, go catch Mission Impossible. While it's still in theaters, it's still out there. Please go look at that.
It's a much better action film.
Yeah, by far.
Yep.
So I give it a deep thumbs down. If I could put a thumb up a butthole, I would do that.
Yeah, same here. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down, dude.
Waste of money. Don't watch it.
Go see Mission Impossible and check out Man of Tai Chi. If you want to see more of Lauren Cohan, watch The Walking Dead. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with anyone in this film. It's just the movie.
Yep.
So, until next time, we'll see you at the movies. And we have a review coming up of John Cho's new movie, Searching. So, I'll leave links in the description to the trailer for that film, the trailer for the film we just reviewed, and some other good shit. So, hope to see you then.
And like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Oh yeah, or don't.
Or don't if you don't like us.
Because if you don't like me, I'm gonna keep doing it anyway.
Yeah. Alright guys.
Hey, so there's something we forgot, guys.
Yeah, it was kind of bothering me while I was watching the film. It seemed like the scriptwriter didn't really research their terms. For example, in reference to Mark Wahlberg's character, one of the other characters said, like, what are you bipolar?
You bipolar asshole?
You manic depressive?
No, like okay, here's how it was. What is he, some kind of bipolar asshole? And then he's like, no, he's manic depressive.
Yeah.
And in my head, this is an actual scene from the movie. Those were the actual lines from my mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, bipolar and manic depressive are the same disorder, but one is an older term. Bipolar is the newer term. Manic depressive is the old term for bipolar disorder. And one other thing that bugged me is, like, early on in the film, they were raiding a secret location with Russian spies in it.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we got the SSDs. Dude, they were Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte hard drives that were not, in fact, SSDs whatsoever, and it bugged the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And it was so easily noticeable. If you know anything, if you've ever built a computer, you'll know what an SSD looked like, and that wasn't it.
Nope.
So, let that be a lesson to you would-be writers out there. Actually do some research before you write a script.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna watch your films or read your books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's an asshole like me who worked in IT for a long time, and I would know that even if I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I can't turn it off. And with the, dude, I read a lot of the DSM, and that was just, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's basic. Anyway, that's all we got.
Yep. All right.
See you next time.